Hell yeah, keep it going for Mike. Not easy to go up first. Woo! Alrighty, let's keep this fucking thing going. Alright, up next, we have, I like to call him, the All-American, All-Mexican, Carlos Mencias, Tony G.
That's my token Jew, everybody. Some people have token black people. I've made it to the stage in my life in Sarasota where I have a token Jew. I love a lot of things about him, but one thing that I don't love about Jacob is smoking with him reminds me he's Jewish.
Fuck you.
We're in a fucking $500,000 house, and he's like, should we really put that much weed into that bomb? Mikey laughed too hard at that because he knows that shit's true. And then, but I guess that's why his family's wealthy and mine isn't. Because I haven't ate the weed, that shit's gone in 2 hours. All 3.5 grams, 2 blunts, 1.7 in each blunt. And I take 15 minutes between each blunt. I'm high as fuck in about 45 minutes, but at like an hour and 54 minutes, I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna eat? Alright, that's enough of what we just did. My girlfriend's bisexual, so I decided that I needed a lesbian haircut.
What's his name? The girl.
No, I do have an issue because my roommate, he's transgender, and he used to be a girl, but now he's a guy. And he still has a little bit of like girl brain still. Like he's a dude and he does a lot of dude things, but he's still like the other day, it was Monday Night Football, and he goes, what if we go to Buffalo Wild Wings? And then we get takeout and we eat the wings at the park. So you want to eat food at the park? Like where the homeless people hang out? Now the other day was crazy. He looked me dead in the eye and he said, let's go get our library cards today. That's the most girl brain shit. Library cards, like where poor people use computers, libraries. But yeah, he picks up around the house, sometimes after me. He plays really good music. Sometimes I get like really emotional conversations with him because he's still deep down kind of, I might have a boyfriend. Yeah. Okay, that worked a little bit better. Let's go ahead. You guys seem like smart people. We're gonna try my smart people joke. So the Federal Reserve finally decided to lower interest rates, and I kept watching, and I felt the economy, and that reminded me of when my ex-girlfriend came back to me after she took a break. Like, trust in the market is gone. You're supposed to make me believe in something that doesn't exist anymore. Where's the dollar menu? But it comes to the same conclusion, because when she walked back into my life, I was like, you know what, I should buy a house. All right, that one didn't land, because you guys aren't smart. That's the Florida education system at work. That's why it took a while to even get to that reaction, because we got the Kentucky education system at work. I ain't ever heard nobody like brag about Kentucky and the education system. I mean, you guys got a lot of things. Derbies, chicken, derbies. See, Kentucky education system. The one thing in the derby for sure is a horse. That's enough about Kentucky. I'm from Texas, it's not any better. One thing that Kentucky does have is tall women. I'm from back home, El Paso, Texas. My city's 95% Mexican, right? I'm the tallest guy in my city. And then I get here and all the girls are like Kentucky size, like game bred. but it did make me a feminist because I look up to the women I date now. Just like, hey baby, I support you. No, but it's also my issue. Like, I want the big, tall woman. I want a girl that when the cops show up for the domestic violence dispute, they talk to me first. They separate her from the household. I want a girl like...
You get to keep the kids in the divorce.
The kids stay with dad, you know? Like, I want a girl so big that I can talk shit at the bar. Like, bitch, my girl will kick your ass, bitch. She just picks me up, carries me out of the bar. That's the type of girl that I want. I think I'm at like 5. I'm gonna
Yeah, I was
quit.
about to light you up.
Thank you guys. That's my time.
Didn't mean to hit you with the mic. I was just trying to pat you on the back. My bad. I gotta commit seppuku on stage now. Good thing I'm not Japanese. There's this one terrible Japanese comic who's also Indian, and he goes, I'm Indian and I'm Japanese, so I get my sushi from 7-Eleven. Like, I hope someone heckled him. It was like, kill yourself. That's so lame. I hate wokeness has killed comedy. Anyway, but I appreciate that we're still alive in some respect. Comedy's become like boxing, you know, where there's been a resurgence post-COVID, but it was in a bad place before that. All right, let's see. I'm gonna bring up your next person, Carson Cox. Something about Cox. I don't know.
No.
To play on some other penis-related comics coming up tonight. Oh man, I guess I'm really sensitive about the way I look. I was hanging out with my little nephew. We were playing superheroes, and he's like, "You can be Captain America before he got the steroids." I was like, "What'd you say?" I was like, "You can be Captain Underpants after I give him a wedgie." Hike it up on him. Yeah, superheroes. I would never want to date a superhero, right? You think it's all cool and stuff, but like then everyone's hitting on your girl because she's like the hero and stuff. And I feel like her superpowers would get really frustrating after a while. You know, she's got that mind reading ability. So when, you know, she comes out, she's like, "How do I look?" You're like, "Babe, you look great. Let's get going to the party." She's like, "I don't believe you." Goes back, and you gotta kill another 2 hours. Or if she can teleport, she's never there to drive you home from the bar, right? You never have that backup drunk driver. You're always trying to like flag down somebody on like the way home because I'm broke and can't afford Uber. Yeah. It's hard. It's really difficult saving money. I can barely even afford rent, underwear, and OnlyFans subscriptions. It's tough. But I think I got a problem with spending money, and that's why it's hard keeping it in my wallet. I think I should only be allowed to make really large purchases with coins, because then, like poker, I can see when I really go all in. Yeah. Coins. Hey, what's up with this whole mint condition? Look at this thing, it's mint condition, it's practically new. The mint is where they make coins. And every time I get a coin, I don't want to save that bitch. I'm like, you can leave this in the penny thing, the little penny trough. I ain't taking shit. You guys have a lot of like Halloween outfits on. I really wish I wore like a costume or something because I'm trying to prepare for my future Halloween costume. I think my outfit should start with a cape because the way it nestles around my neck, I think it's a really nice tight hug all the time. And girls are a little freaked out by a guy who likes wearing a cape in public except on Halloween. So they don't really realize all the benefits of having a cape boyfriend, right? You want to take a nap? Boom, I got a blanket for you. Right? You want to go for a little swim? Boom, I got a towel for you, baby. You want to start acting up? Boom, I got a carpet to roll your greedy ass up in. All right. You guys ever see, make sure you tip your kava bartender, right? You only got one guy who's working hard, trying to do all the dishes as they come into him. Make sure you tip him some money. You guys ever get one of those dollar bills with like a government tracking number on it? This seems a little fishy. And you look it up and you're like, it's been to 4 strip clubs. This one's a keeper. All right, that's all my time. I'm Carson Potts, Cox. Step 5, second rule.
Woo, that was great. All right, next up we got Mikey McNuts, keeping on theme with the nuts. And tip your kava tenders.
How are we doing tonight? God, there's a lot of confidence before me. I have anxiety. That's why I'm here, is to feel less anxious about things. So I chose to be in front of people. That was smart. Anyways, so I have ADHD, bipolar, and autism also. Gotta catch them all, mental health. But I hate ADHD because it's like, I can hyper-focus for 10 hours on a project, but I also have like 16 half projects still not done at the same time. It's an issue. Like, the anxiety is like, I won't get anything done, but I'm so hyper-focused on the wheels of the vehicle instead of actually doing anything with the model, you know? Like, so, but I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, so I was required to stand in front of people and make a fool of myself. They would send you door to door, and it's awesome because they would send you every Thursday. They're like, yeah, and this is what it's going to be like. And then they'd give us this example, and they're like, hi, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, and did you know the end of the world is coming? Well, I would like to give you these magazines. And the person just goes, oh my God, I've been wishing for this and praying for that for so long. Please come in and give me a Bible study also. And then Saturday comes around and I get to do it, and I go to the door. Hi, I'm a Jew. Get the fuck off my porch. I'm like, wow, like Thursday it wasn't like that. I don't understand. Like, they told me, but no. That was my fun parts of like being a Jehovah's Witness. Like, they tell you, it's weird being in a doomsday cult because like they've been around for over 150 years. Like they're killing themselves literally. Like they should die so they can actually fulfill their prophecy. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong against them. They're very nice people. But too nice. Like they scare me now. Like being bipolar is awkward because lots of people hate you for no reason. Like this professor told her class, one of my friends said, she's like, students, if you listen to nothing else I ever say, don't marry a bipolar person. Don't. And you know what? Don't date a bipolar person either. That person not only dated me, she married me. So who's crazy now? But I'm in therapy now, for obvious reasons, I think. Therapy is a lot of fun. Therapy is almost like comedy. It's like standing on a stage, just I'm paying someone not to laugh at me. So, which I've won because they have laughed. So, I am 93 days sober. Yeah. Try to do that. Try to do that at a bar. It doesn't come over well. Sobriety is fun. now I'm like I've been the designated driver a lot, which is awesome because I get to see what I did as a fool in the side. Like you go up to Taco Bell, and I have anxiety, so it's even more fun. They're like, "Hello, welcome to Taco Bell. I'm Taco-tastic. How are you?" I'm like, "I want 3 crunchy tacos." "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I want 3 crunchy tacos. 3 gorditas supreme with extra meat." "Okay. I guess I'm eating gorditas tonight." But out of everything, being married is fun though. It's like it's kind of easy and it's kind of hard at the same time. All you do is find someone that you don't feel like killing, even though you want to kill them, and you marry them. And that's it. Like, well, my wife's pretty awesome. She's like a stoner without being on weed, so you'd understand later. But that's my time. Thank you.
Hell yeah, that was Mikey Nuts Havoc, Mikey McNuts. Alright, up next is actually me. My name's Jake E. Never had to intro myself before, but he's a cool guy, you'll like him. I like to think so anyway. Anyway, most people are like, how can someone that tall be Jewish? Probably when they meet me. Anyway. It's because my mom is Christian. Although I was told a lot of my life that I was adopted by my grandfather who had dementia. He would tell me, "You're a bastard." And I'd be like literally or like metaphorically? Because I need to know. I don't think my parents will tell me for real. Is this a dementia fit or are you trying to tell me something for real? It's hard to tell with old people if it's like, are they trying in a moment of lucidity to express a hidden family secret? Or are they just really fucking losing it? Oh, that's tough. That was really tough. Shit. So I think I mentioned I'm Jewish. I think it's sort of interesting that Jews were ever slaves. Like, in Egypt, I think that's sort of interesting. Because, like, you're in Egypt. I mean, I don't want to be a dick, but, like, there's better groups nearby that would make a better labor source. You know, have you met any Jewish person? They're nebbishy, they're bad with their hands, they don't do labor well. Like, I pay someone to do all of my manual labor. Must have been a completely different group of Jews that were enslaved back then. I don't know any of these pyramid building Jews. I don't know, we might have made that one up, I don't know. Just seems too good to be true. I shouldn't even start down that road. People think we make a lot of things up. We've got our fingers in every pie, a lot of little conspiracies, you know. We're like, what if I manipulate the world with compound interest? Something fun like that. Where was I? Oh yeah, I think that Italians are my second favorite group of people. Not because I'm ethnically Italian, I just think they're really funny. My uncle's Italian, and I love his expressions. Like, he'll be like, "Come here, let me touch your face." I'm like, what does that mean? First of all, like, I have anxiety. I don't like anyone touching me. Mikey knows what I'm talking about. You know, so like, that's presumptuous, one. Two, like, you know, this is a post-Me Too world. You can't just tell people when you want to touch their face. You have to ask them. All right? You hear that, mafiosos? Oh, shoot. Anyway. I think that one of the things I'm not like a man's man. Like, I haven't been in a war. I don't do manual labor. Sometimes I think like the only thing that separates me from like my grandfather is like having ridden a horse to school or like using an outhouse, you know? Like one time he saved his sister from being kidnapped by gypsies. And like, I would have just dropped the bag on that for sure. Like, my sister would just be gone. Like, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if I found out I was actually adopted from an Italian family. I'm like, oh, you're telling me I've been Italian this whole time? How could we have known? Oh, shit. All right, that's my 5. Up next, we got, oh yeah, thank you. Tip your kava tenders. We got, up next, we got Chris T.
Alright, looks like you guys seem to all recognize me. That's no chance, I'm not famous yet, but, you know, good start, right? I'm trying out a bunch of new stuff today, but see what we got. So, have you ever walked into a bar, wondered who the hell put that there? Well, grab a kava then. Tip your kava tender. Have you ever offered your professional services to somebody who offers you professional services? No? Don't do that. Fuck that. Let me tell you a story. So, I changed my chiropractor's brakes the other day. Now, if something doesn't go perfectly, he's going to fuck my spine up into age 72. It's my chiropractor. So naturally, I had to make sure brake failure took place so I could get there first. It's funny because that's a confession, but I'm calling it comedy. Yeah, try to follow along for the next one. A horse walks into a bar, he says, "Eee!" Luckily, there was a horse chiropractor. He actually is the bartender. Going to fuck that horse's spine into age 72. Have you ever gossiped with the staff here? Yeah, it's the best tea in Manatee. I want everybody to tip poorly, less than 20%, so the next time Onyx or Harley walks up to me, I know they're gonna talk about you. Who in here is single? Yeah, me neither. But let me tell you how I met my girlfriend over there. I walked right up to her and said, I'm not a big fan of 69, so how about we 60 date? Have you ever let your girlfriend cut your hair? She does a great job. Even her mom said so. What did one chicken say to the other chicken during the hurricane? I'm scared. All right, that's obviously my 20 minutes. That's all, guys.
Hell yeah, that was great. Oh man, it must be nice to have a girlfriend who loves you and other cool stuff instead of just like, I assumed. I mean, you guys are at least happy seeming, so I got that down. Several steps ahead of my plan. Oh man. Alrighty, up next, we got my favorite Italian, the Italian stallion, Danny.
This room is tired of hearing me. Everybody else they clap for, my name got called silence. The hurricane happened and I lost my license plate in the storm. Like it ripped it off my fucking car, right? So I had to like call the cops and report it stolen, which was like that was like my first taste of white privilege in my life. Like, it was my first taste of a cop acknowledging that white privilege exists. Because like I went to the cop and I was telling him, and I was like, so what can I do? And he's like, just drive your car. I don't see any cop giving you an issue. And I was like, if I was a different race, that would be entirely different advice. He'd be like, stay home, don't leave, honestly. You should sell your car right now, they're gonna shoot you. That's not a good joke. No, here's the problem. I had to like report it stolen, right? Like, and I was like, well, it's not stolen. Like, we know what happened. Like, what do you think happened? The wind just came by and stole it? Like, I don't know. It did make me realize I love my job because I have a union. Like, I love unions. Unions suck for anybody not in them, and that's what I love. Like, I can be so bad at my job, and it doesn't matter. It affects all of your lives. I'm a mailman. You're not getting your light bill this month. Because my car doesn't have a license plate. I'm not showing up. That's the deal. I don't know. I do love a union, because they're too powerful, right? Like, Jesus, I think Jesus started the first union. Like, that's why he killed them. It's just too powerful. Like, he got 12 Jews in the same building. They're like, kill that motherfucker. You can't have him alive. Alright. You ever suck your own dick, boss? Yeah, right? Wait, can you actually do it, or have you tried to do it?
I can definitely do that.
Are you being serious? No? Here's the problem. Because he's a brave man admitting that in front of his girlfriend. Most guys wouldn't. But we're all guys. We have all tried to suck our own dicks, and I actually can. I used to be able to, actually. From the ages of 13 to 17, I could suck my own dick. And I'll tell you what, it's a fucking fantastic experience. All of you could suck your own dick. Because guys think it's a problem of, like, flexibility. Like, you think it's a logistics problem. It's a willpower problem, okay? Because it's just technique. You don't need, like, any extra flexibility or less ribs. You just gotta know how to do it. Because most guys will, like, sit on their bed and, like, try to scrunch down to reach their dick. And that doesn't work, right? Because here's the thing. Even if you got it in your mouth, right, you don't then have the core strength to keep flexing it into your mouth, right? So what you gotta do, you gotta lay down on your bed or a floor, whatever's available, but here's the problem, okay? You just gotta make sure, you gotta lay down, okay? And you gotta get a wall behind you. And then you gotta flip your legs over your head like this, and walk. There's feedback going back, so I'm not going to do that. But you gotta walk your dick down into your mouth. That's the only way you can do it. But, like I said, you don't got the core strength to keep fucking your own mouth. So then you gotta, like, Michael Jackson moonwalk up and down the wall to suck your own dick. And I did this constantly, at least once a week, from the ages of 13 to 17, and it was worth it every time. I loved it. That's how good a blowjob is. Like, that's how perverted guys are. Women don't understand this. We're 13, we hear about a blowjob for the first time, and all of us looked down at our dick and was like, I could do that. That's close enough. Here's the thing. This is why I love being in the union, because, like, I have health insurance. I don't gotta tell them shit of why my back's fucked up. I blame it on the mail trucks having no suspension. I don't have to say that I broke my back because I sucked my own dick for 4 years. Alright, I've been comedy starved. I'm gonna hop off. Thank you guys.
That was the Italian version of How to Train Your Dragon, or How to Suck Your Own Dick with Danny. That was probably my favorite set I've ever seen here, if I'm being honest. I'm probably going to ask you for tips on how to suck my own dick later. Anyhow, let's keep that energy going for Ty Young.
It's let's see here. It's not a serious night, I don't feel like. You know, I think they took the $1 million prize away, you know, we're just gonna relax. I thought you two were brave, honestly, and then you got on stage and then I was like, she was drunk here, you know, this I'm kind of sad that there's always a girl sitting over there who's like furiously staring at her laptop, like her life depends on her next thesis, you know, and we're just up here being like, I can suck my dick, you know? I think the witch's coven over in the couches left, which is cool, you know. It's kind of nice to not be ignored with your cell phone from a distance this go around, you know. I'm starting to sympathize with black people. Like I did before, you know, I kind of understood, but now I'm really starting to feel it because I'm starting to fit a description. And I mean, like, go on to any podcast with some dude fresh from prison. They'll be like, the dude that's chubbier with the unkept beard and the long hair, yeah, he touches kids. Like, that's not the description I want to have here in Florida. Like, Jesus. You know, I've decided that every time I approach a school zone, I gotta wear an empty holster, so that way they know I'm not there to kill. You know, they're assholes, I'm there to kill. I fucked that one up. You guys get it. My parents live on a boat, which I hate, because it makes me sound rich, which is the complete opposite. Because they live up in Seattle. They like the cold, rainy weather and cheap rent. That's why they live on a boat. But they use composting toilets, which I'm completely against. Like, if you guys ever want to feel like a human hamster, go to your hippie friend's house with a composting toilet and you'll start shitting on sawdust and be like, you know, environmental damage isn't that bad. Like, let's just keep burning coal. Like, what else about this fucking boat? We fix everything on this boat because we're broke. So during COVID, my parents wouldn't charge me rent or anything because they love me for some reason. I don't get it. So I replaced their water system for them. And I kind of regret it because the new psychological trauma from living with them on this boat, like, I don't think you understand. When this thing's rocking, they're fucking, okay? Like, it's bad. Mainly because the next morning, my mom will immediately go onto Facebook and start bitching about how loud the seals were last night. And when I tell her if she just stops doing a mating call, she just doesn't understand. Like, all right, a lot of dudes scared thinking about their mom and pleasure. I get it. Yeah. But the motor on this boat doesn't work. You know, and I soon discovered that when this thing's vibrating, so is my sister. Yeah, that's always the line. Why is that the line? Like, the second I say that part of that joke, everybody just pulls back, like, you can't say that about your sister. Well, she gave me the keys to her pleasure cruise, so I don't give a fuck. All right. A minute left, and then I gotta move everything back and try and find this mic stand. All right, like, some of you are getting to know me slowly because this place is growing on me like a tumor, and I describe myself as half Helen Keller. All right, I am half blind, half deaf, great tits and a dick. Like, it's accurate, it's spot on. So after the show, if you want to share a joint with me, I'm gonna massage your whole arm to find it. Like, it's gonna happen. It's not sexual assault unless you want it to be. Like, I'll swing both ways. Don't worry. So yeah, all right. I turned this creepy by saying sexual assault, and I shouldn't have. That's my bad. My bad, everybody. Let's leave on that. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, that was Ty Young. Great stuff. Okay, Bill, do you want to go up? Hell yeah. So Bill was supposed to be the host, and then I might be in hot water because I made an executive. Okay. I love you, Bill. Give it up for Bill. Keep it going for Jacob, everybody. Come on, give it up for him.
No, I really appreciate you doing that, Jacob, actually. I really do appreciate you taking over. I was late today. I had shit I had to do, folks, and I get high, and I forgot to find a host. So, good on Jacob for just being like, fuck it, you know? I'm glad to know that one of you would just fucking do it, you know what I mean? Like, I got this. Did you not go up first?
No.
It's so funny to me. Just be like, I guess I'll host your next comedian. Not even. That was so funny. I like how you put yourself like third or fourth. That's pretty awesome. I really should start doing that. Just put myself wherever the fuck I want to go. That was awesome. Ty, I was gonna say comic book man from The Simpsons, not a pedophile. I don't know why you went that way. It's like, I'm not a predator. It's funny. I actually watched somebody last night vehemently defend themselves for not being a predator. You ever see that? You ever see someone vehemently being like, I swear to God, I didn't do it. When you say, I swear to God, I didn't do it, you did it, right? Don't sit here and lie to my face. It was so funny too because as soon as he left, someone was like, oh, he did it, and here's the evidence. And I was like, I fucking knew it, fucking guy. I had a fun day today. I had an angry day today, if I can be honest with you guys. I just was angry all day. I was late for work. I lived 10 minutes from my job. It took me a half an hour to get there. Everybody's piling their like wood on the road. When did that start? On the road? Like right there on the road. Now I have to sit here and watch like 50-year-old ladies' heads explode as they try to figure out how to navigate the center. You know what I mean? It's like they go, we go, they go. It's a really simple, and then they don't know how to stop at the four-way. I swear to God, when people get to these four-ways, they're like looking down as they're doing it, and they go, is this my turn? And it's like, yeah, dude, it's very much your turn. I really wanted to just lose it today and throw bricks through people's windows. It was not good. And then I had to work on people's shitty cars. That was nice. My boss. I'm really getting sick of my bosses. They bought us Chick-fil-A today for lunch, but it was cold. And I don't know how you buy us Chick-fil-A for lunch and it arrives cold. What if you have Chick-fil-A? Like, did you have 9 chicken sandwiches just chilling at your house? And you're like, I got an idea of what we'll do today. Irritated the shit out of me. And then I was late today to this, which, you know, isn't good. Not very professional, no? Tony's like, you're fine. You'll be. It's like, this isn't the Apollo? Just trying to think of a comedy club desperately. No, I had to see my ex today, which sucked. That was exciting. Don't get weird, guys. Everyone has to see their ex every once in a while, right? No? You guys cut them out all the way? Or ever? I don't ever want to see her again. No, I had to see her today. We talked about our hurricane survival, and I won. You know what I mean? Like, you ever break up right before a natural disaster and you have a better time than the other person? That feels so good. She was like, yeah, we didn't have any power, and we lost all the food in the fridge. And I was like, I watched Seinfeld the entire time. For like 36 hours, I watched Seinfeld and jerked off. It was awesome. Like, that's really what I did the entire hurricane. And then I was jerking off, and I watched Anderson Cooper get hit with the sign while he was out on the beach, and I was like, oh, this day couldn't get any better. Anderson Cooper. Yeah, I don't know. I have to sell my house. Has anyone here ever sold a house before? I should have guessed that none of you. You two were my hope. It was one of you two or both of you have sold a house. You look like flippers. You look like you should be on HGTV flipping a house. You're the fun one. He gets it done. I know how it is. Just a wacky show. I have to sell a house. And who the fuck wants to buy a house in Florida anymore? You know what I mean? After like 9 hurricanes, you're like, I don't want to move down there, ever. I can just go to Texas. It's the same thing. Fuck it. They're not gonna... Here's the other problem too, is like home insurance. Just rent out. You're just gonna have to rent down here. I'm telling you, that's the future of Florida. Is just renting forever and ever and ever. And then they're gonna give us weed, and they're gonna be like, "You're fine. You have weed and renting. You'll be good." I'm ready for that weed. We're like 2 weeks away. I didn't even realize it the other day. I was literally talking to a cop, and he was like, "We're like 2 weeks away from weed being legal." And I was like, "I don't think you can say that." Oh. Do you know something I don't know? He's like, "No, they're definitely gonna vote it in." I was like, "For sure, I'm voting." But it is funny that I don't vote. And I probably should. It's an American pastime. It's really important to our system. Vote, kids. But I never. And then as soon as they're like, "We're putting weed on the ballot," I'm like, "All right, I'll fucking do it if I have to. I'll take the potential jury duty just to get some weed." You know what I mean? Because that's how they get you. If you never vote, you'll never have to do jury duty. Remember that. You waive your rights to all things. I don't know though. Do you think we're gonna get it?
Yeah.
Just this room's gonna make it happen. There's a lot of old people in this state, you know what I mean? Like there's ancient people in this state who definitely don't want drugs. Though I saw an old lady hitting a vape pen while she was driving the other day, and I was like, this is the problem. That was also, I really think that's another thing that's fucking up the traffic in this state, if I can be totally honest, is weed. Like, it's the one thing that's bugging the fuck out of me. Because it's like, it's 8 in the morning, and some 72-year-old lady is hitting like 90% THC in a pen, just sucking it down at 7 in the morning and then getting behind the wheel of her car. Like she isn't taking Percocets also, you know what I mean? Like, and she's just going. She can't see, and she's high as shit. It's a fucking crime. God. I don't have anything else to talk about. I've eaten a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches recently. That's how you know you haven't been single in a long time and you're a dirtbag piece of shit who doesn't get things done. When you suddenly eat 3 weeks of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you're like, what happened to all the dinners? There was food in this house at one point. Now it's gone. Tried. We used to get those, what are those, like Every Plate? Are you guys familiar with those? Like you can order meals and they'll send you the ingredients to make them. It's total horseshit, don't do it. They charge you so much money and the ingredients are terrible. That or my ex couldn't cook, one of the two. I didn't cook either. I was so lazy. I'm still lazy now. I had people in my house after the hurricane charging the phones, so I took my cat's food bowl and water dish and I put it in my bedroom and I locked the cat in there. And that was a few days ago. And I've let the cat out since then. But you looked at me like, oh my God, let the cat out. He's free, he's fine. I just left his food bowl in my bedroom like a lazy asshole. You ever just wake up and step on crunchy kibble on the fucking floor? You're like, oh, your life is falling apart, bud. Oh, fucking. He's a sweet boy, though. I bought him a gun recently. That was totally awesome. Bought my cat a gun. I mean, the gun is for me, but it plays with the cat, shoots a ball out of it. It's so cute. I like to point it at him, and he doesn't react. And I was like, what kind of life did you live before you were a cat? And a gun pointed at you doesn't elicit any response. Crazy. What else is going on? I hit a log on the Skyway Bridge, which is maybe the most redneck thing I've ever done in my entire life. Hit a piece of timber on a bridge over water. How the fuck does that happen? It sucked. I think part of the problem was I was listening to like hardcore gangster rap. I love gangster rap so much. I'm just living a lie every time someone drives by me. They just see me fucking doing one of these, and they're like, "This pussy's never done anything in his life." And they're right. I've never done anything. I was driving by in a tow truck, and he was going slowly, not slowly, but not fast enough for the fast lane. And I was like singing along with the song, and I was literally like doing this. And I was like, kill that motherfucker. You know, like I was really into it. And this fucking log just shot out from under his truck. And I was like, ah! And fucking smashed into it at 60 miles an hour. Yeah, it sucked a lot. But I went to a Lightning game, and that was fun. You ever been to a Lightning game, Tony? You ever been to a hockey game? You went to a Packers game? That's a football game. I'm talking about hockey, but don't. Oh, a Panthers game. Oh, okay. Yeah. Still football, but. Oh, they have a hockey team? God, I don't know enough about hockey. I'm up here flexing right now. Yeah, I went to a hockey game, Tony. You ever been to a hockey game before? I did not know that. The Zamboni, dude. Their Zamboni had rims. I was like, Florida is so ghetto. You got fucking big, shiny wheels in your Zamboni? This is insane. It also made me tired of old white ladies. I'm sick of them. This bitch came up to me and just goes, "Where are your tickets?" And I was like, "I'm inside. This is an arena. How the fuck do you think I got in here without showing somebody tickets, bitch?" She was like, "I need to see your tickets right now." I'm like, "I'm going to my seat." Shoot that old lady. Okay. What else do we got? Does anyone have any ideas? Am I the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just torturing you guys at this point. It's pretty fun. Okay, I guess I have been talking about this, so we'll see if this, no, we're not going to do this, actually. We'll do a little bit of it. We're not going to do the whole thing. So I have been attempting to get back into the dating world, which is strange, you know? I feel like you're really shit out of luck. Like, once you're in a long-term relationship, you just gotta stick it out, you know what I mean? You're so fucked when you come out on the other side. It's been 10 years, and you're like, Fall Out Boy was very popular when I got into that relationship. Yeah, and now I don't know what to do. And then, like, when I got in this relationship, there was no, like, Tinder. There were no apps. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to fucking deal with apps. Every account looks fake, okay? Everybody looks fake. It doesn't look real. I think they're all lying about their age and who they are. It's some guy in, like, fucking Philippines with a computer with, like, 900 accounts, and he's like, "Just send me money, just send me money." And they have fish. That's a big thing down here in Florida is fish. And I'm not that guy, you know? Like, just it's just a girl on a boat with a fish. And I'm like, I don't have boat, I don't have fish, I don't have AC in my car now because I hit a log. Like, I don't know what to do. And then, you know, what do you say to somebody you just met on the internet who doesn't exist in your world? You know what I mean? Like, I matched with somebody and I looked at it and I was like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this person. Hello. Nothing's creepier than a hello from the ether. You know what I mean? Like, as far as this lady's concerned, I don't exist in the universe. And then I'm just like, hello, we matched on a website that doesn't matter. All right, guys, that was some fun Tinder stuff for you. We like Tinder, right? Do you use Tinder? No, I wasn't asking for me. I just use Bumble or Humble or whatever the fuck they are. No, you meet people in the real world. That's smart. That's so smart. I'm telling you, this isn't like a weird question. I'm sorry. How old are you? You're 19? I'm telling you, they're so much smarter. They're so much smarter in advance than I was at 19. You know what I mean? Like, at 19, I was a fucking idiot. I was just traveling through the world, just with an awkward boner, just trying to figure out life. My mom's like, "You gotta go to college," and I was like, "I don't know what I want to do, Mom." And then 9 years later, when I was 27 or whatever the fuck, I was like, "I think I'm gonna do comedy," and she was like, "Okay, go ahead and do that." So much smarter. Are you going to college? What are you pursuing in college? Sustainability? Like, just how to sustain the shit, you know what I mean? Just how to keep it rolling. For architecture, for like buildings? Well, I mean, they're not going anywhere, not for a while. They're made out of concrete. Yeah, how hard it would be to just make a building disappear? You would need a plane. You would need 2 planes. And a bunch of CIA C4. Okay. So like the materials that would be used, is that like kind of? I feel like you don't know. Energy and stuff, okay. Just, wind, solar, okay. Did you choose this, or did you just go, and just throw the dart and whatever it landed on? You chose it? Okay, so you want to save the planet and all that stuff. That's pretty smart. I'm still of the group of people that was like, burn it to the ground, use all the stuff that we got, just fucking have a good time, you know what I mean? I hear my mom say that all the time. She's like, I'll be dead soon. I don't give a shit what happens. I was like, that's not a good philosophy. Okay. Is that the only thing you're studying? I'm dragging this out a lot. Okay. They're not making you take other shit. Like, I have a friend who's doing, he's doing some sort of literature. He's not going to make it in life. But they made him take a volcano class. Did you have to take a volcano class? A food class? What's going on with college these days? They're just giving you extra shit that you can just send me home with an assignment to cook some shit I've never cooked before, and we'll go from there. Like, you don't need to make me take a fucking food class. It wasn't a cooking class, was it? It was like about sustainability of food. I'm such an idiot. God damn it. So funny. What college do you go to? I don't know what that is. Is that the one that's all the way over there between Sarasota and here? Nope. Oh, fucking la-di-da over here. Very fancy. So you've got a smart brain. You've got good brain, as the doctor would say. That's good. Okay. Smart brain. That's nice. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm dragging it out. Jacob's looking around. He's like, hurry the fuck up, dude. We all want to go home.
Well, it's your mic. I'm not going to rush you.
That's right, it is my mic. I've taken over. Sitting down, why would I go anywhere? If I was standing, this would be awkward and uncomfortable and I would run. But right now I'm sitting down. It feels nice. Okay, so UF is very nice. Do you have a scholarship or? You got a scholarship? God damn it, dude. I never once got offered a scholarship, and that hurts, you know? They didn't have one thing for me. They weren't like, hey, good job, here's $500. They're just like, you're off on your own. That's good. Okay, I think I've run out of material for your college. Do you have a job? All right, what is it? What? Why are you whispering it? You just work there? Oh, okay, well you guys don't get to know now if you didn't hear. I get the joke that she was doing right now. She works at a secret location owned by a lady. All right. It's actually owned by a very creepy old man. Does he ever come around? Have you ever met Lexley Wexner or whatever his fucking name is? No, not once. He robbed that guy. He used to be like a nice guy who owned it, and he was gonna make it into like a very boutique thing, and then he just bought it for like $1 million and turned it into a $1 billion company. And then that guy jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. So tough out there, you know? It's hard out there for a pimp. Doing it, moving it. I'm just talking at this point. I just don't want to give it up. I just don't want to stop. Does it pay well? Is it the one? This mall over here? Oh, UTC. Okay. I'm not going to go there, don't worry. You look like you didn't want to answer. You were like, it's somewhere. I don't have any money. Okay. Anybody else have anything before I give up? Oh, you got your... Did you say my mom? How dare you? My mom is a nice lady. She offered to buy me Culvers. That's very fair. She raised a nice, fine, upstanding young man. That's it? Do we burn it out? Jacob, do you want to come back up here and like send us off, or are you good?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
That was awesome. What a good closer. I should have taken last position. You're right. Like, what was I thinking taking fourth? No one's going to remember that I went fourth. God damn it. You go first or you go last, you fucking idiot. God damn it. Just basic public speaking. Jesus Christ. All right, that was great. Thanks for coming tonight, folks. Make sure to treat your kava tenders good, tip them. And are we having poetry tonight, Bill?
No.
Yes, I'm hosting.
Oh, wait, excuse me. Leo is hosting.
Awesome. Leo will be hosting poetry, so if you're interested in that, stick around. It'll be going at 9:15. Hell yeah.
Don't want to? I apologize.
It's okay. Die for our 60. I'll do that.